This final weekend of the campaign, we shift our focus to one of the money questions on Tuesday's ballot, one that hasn't gotten a lot of attention. The request for $22 million from voters to replace an aging facility that processes the recycling materials really from across northern Vermont. Michelle Morris, Communications Director for the Chittenden Solid Waste District. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, glad to have you. I'm not sure everyone has paid great attention to the upcoming bond in Chittenden County, and there's a big number attached. So let's walk through some of these issues. This is a $22 million request to build essentially a new recycling materials center, or a materials recovery facility, as you call it, or a MRF, to replace the one in Williston. That's a big number. Why is it needed?
That's right. So our current MRF, as you called it, is the correct term for it, was built in 1993 when CSWD, the Chittenden Solid Waste District, brought recycling to Chittenden County. We built the MRF in Williston in 1993. That facility is now nearly 30 years old, and a lot has changed since then in recycling. And the biggest issue is that the site cannot be enlarged. CSWD owns the building, the property, and the equipment, but we can't make it any larger. So it has fulfilled its job for 30 years, and now it's time to create more capacity. And our Board of Commissioners has determined that CSWD should continue to stay in MRF operations and build a new facility so that we can continue to expand and keep recycling going.
Well, I've been to the one on Avenue C in Williston a couple of times, and you know, it seems like it struggles to keep up. The new one, I guess, would accommodate just, you know, an explosion in recycling that we've seen really over the last 3 decades.
That's right. The current MRF was designed to handle 25,000 tons a year. It is currently processing an average of 47,000 tons a year. So clearly it has outstripped its size. The new MRF that we're proposing would be able to process up to 70,000 tons a year. And that would accommodate 30 years of growth in Chittenden County and in products and packaging to be recycled.
I'm sure a lot has changed. I mean, now with so many people buying stuff online and having it shipped, the market for cardboard is expanded enormously, metal cans, glass, paper. But will this handle any new materials that you don't handle now?
Well, it's hard to say. You know, if I could look into the future like that, I would be playing the Powerball. But people are shocked, I think, often to learn that 76% by weight of everything that comes to our facility is cardboard and paper. So it's mostly that, and that's where we've seen the largest growth, and we'll continue to be able to handle that and sort it better and provide a better quality product, which is what the markets are demanding now.
This new, or your current MRF, is one of 2 in the state that handles recycling for all of the trash haulers in the state?
That's right. They're the 2 large single stream MRFs, we call them. So single stream is where you just put everything in your bin and then the MRF sorts it out. They're really the 2 major ones. There's ours, publicly owned by CSWD, and then there's a privately owned MRF in Rutland.
The new one would be safer for your employees. I mean, it's a hard hat zone. I've been there a couple of times, and you know. Well, you describe, is employee safety an issue here?
No, you know, we're very careful. We contract out for the operations at this MRF with a private company, and they are meeting all the safety standards, and we're confident in that. For sure, the new MRF would provide better conditions, right? So it'll be more spacious, cleaner, better ventilation, better lighting.
You hope to open, if this bond is approved, within, I guess, about 3 years. How would this bond be repaid?
Right. So the bond and the note, so it's $22 million is what we're asking the voters to approve. And $16 million of that would be a bond with Vermont Bond Bank. Another $6 million is a zero interest loan with the recycling investment or a circular economy investment called the Closed Loop Fund. That would be repaid over 25 years from MRF operations, so from sale of recycling, as well as the tip fee that we charge at the materials recovery facility.
Will my monthly trash bill go up as a result of this project?
Well, we don't control that. That's the decision by either the city of Burlington, who does recycling there, or your private hauling company. We have modeled an average tip fee to stay the same as it is today, $80 a ton, which has been the a 10-year average for the next 10-year average. So it's up to the hauler what costs they incur that they pass along, and that includes labor, equipment, insurance, diesel, all of those other costs they have.
Will it raise fees for, when I want to drop something off at one of your CSWD drop-off sites?
Right. So our drop-off sites pay that same tip fee, and we assess our costs annually when we do our annual budget and present it to our member towns in Chittenden County. But that's also impacted by all those other factors, such as labor and insurance and that sort of thing. So
the ballot itself is sort of unusual. It's not part of the general election ballot that folks in each of Chittenden County towns will see next week. Are you concerned about that, or tell us how this is going to work?
Yes, thank you. That's a really important point, and I welcome the opportunity to talk about it. Due to changes in Vermont election law, we were not allowed to mail our ballot to voters, nor to include it on the general election ballot. And the Secretary of State could not send it out. And this is by law. Municipalities, municipal districts are not allowed to do that now. So what we have done is let voters know that there are 3 ways they can get this special election ballot. You can go to your My Voter page and request it there. You can call your town clerk's office or visit it and get it that way. Or you can just go to the polls in Chittenden County on November 8th, and our ballot will be available at all the Chittenden County polls.
So if you have voted by mail and did not have this ballot included, do you have an option?
You can still get it by mail. So you can go to the My Voter page, and our ballot is now there available, or get it from your town clerk's office. And you can still fill it out. We just encourage you to do it as soon as possible, or take it to a drop box.
Well, yeah, time is very short. But for those who are voting in person, this will be part of the packet that you receive.
Yes, it will be at all of the polling locations and available.
And this will only be available in Chittenden County towns?
That's correct, because we are a municipal district of Chittenden County only, and all those member towns are the ones we have to get approval from.
And this is a straight majority vote?
It's 50% plus 1 of everyone who votes on this issue has to be in favor of it for it to pass, correct?
All right. Well, we'll be watching on Tuesday night on what will certainly be a busy night for you and for the rest of us. But thanks very much for walking us through the MRF bond proposal put forward by the Chittenden Solid Waste District. Michelle Morris, thanks for being with us on NBC5 In Depth.